Tennessee Death Row Dogs, your local dog rescue nonprofit. Talkopolis, the social media TV network for your city.
Hi guys, Kane Harrison here with Nashville's Best, where we showcase the very best of Nashville's locals and the local businesses. And I'm here with Carol from BestUWellness. Welcome.
Hey.
Thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you for having me.
Now, you've been in Nashville a long time. Nashville local.
Let's not say too
No, of
long.
course not.
No.
Of course not. But you know exactly what the people in Nashville need. And you've managed to do that. But you've got a bit of a story of how you got to the place where you can... Let's hear about that.
Slightly humorous and just, I am from Kentucky originally, grew up in Lexington, and I moved to Nashville when I was 17 to work at Opryland USA. And some people will remember that. If you're brand new to Nashville, you won't.
Okay.
But I moved away from home, actually before I graduated from high school, moved to Nashville, worked at Opryland for 2 years, went to college for a year, came back to Nashville because I was just convinced that I was going to be a huge music artist. So my background is in music. I'm a singer, I'm a writer, performer, and I still consider myself that, although I only do it very occasionally. But so moved back to Nashville. Convinced that I was going to be the next big thing and be the next big country music artist. And I felt like, this almost inner voice telling me that was going to happen. But what, and I tell people this, that I felt like God was saying that. But I didn't realize that what he actually was saying was, you're going to put makeup on country music artists' faces.
Well, there you go. No, I mean, that's incredible.
A little bit of
in itself.
confusion, in the listening. But anyway, I moved, and I was in the music business full time for a few years. And I had a couple of close things where I had people producing me. It just never quite worked out. It just never. And then I had gotten married. I started having kids.
Priority
I had been
shift.
traveling, and I was like, I don't want to be away from home like this anymore. And so I thought, okay, what can I do that's part-time where I don't have to travel, I don't have the crazy hours? And I was always really interested in makeup and hair, like most girls are. And I actually got a job with Chanel Cosmetics as a traveling makeup artist, and they really helped train me in basic, styling. And then I started going to school to do the same thing. And I just went out and started working.
Yeah. And
I started doing, working with photographers, and then just moved up with that. But in the process, sometimes what happens to a performer, especially if you come from a background that can be a very volatile home situation, maybe there's some body image kind of things going on, you can get yourself into trouble.
Sure.
A big thing for me was I always felt that I was that person on the stage, and it was hard for me to relate to myself or take care of myself outside of that. And also I wanted to be thin, I wanted to be skinny. I was doing a little modeling, and that was a big deal for me. So it was that whole mentality of, I've got to be thin, I have to control what I eat, I have to work out 2 hours a day, and all of that. And I got really sick, and it went into a full-blown eating disorder. And this was, in my very early 20s, late teens, very early 20s. And it got to the point where I realized that if I did not change my life and talk to people about what was going on with me, that I was never going to be able to accomplish anything.
Yeah.
My voice was wrecked. I was just sick, constant, throat infections, all of that. So I came out, I came out to my husband, I came out to other people. I said, this is what's going on with me, and I got help. And in the process, I got so drawn. I mean, I had always been interested in fitness. I was very My two older brothers were football jocks, and we were all very athletic. I was in track and all that. So I was used to be physically active. And I loved working out, but it had gone too far. So I started, just learning a lot about health and eating and how to take care of myself.
Well, and I know we were talking a little bit off camera before, and exactly what you offer now is that it's such a rounded experience. I mean, you do everything from makeup right through to detox programs, controlling weight, health, all those different things. I mean, it's a fantastic package that you can offer anyone who sort of doesn't know what to do and where to fit. And obviously you're incredibly personable and makes people, and I think that when you deal with someone who's been through the same experience as you have, it can make a big difference.
Absolutely. Well, and especially the body image thing, because it's all tied up. People are not going to want to take care of themselves unless they love themselves. And I don't feel you can truly take care and love other people in a very healthy way unless you first love yourself. And unfortunately, even though I do work with men and women, I identify very strongly with the women because I've been there.
Of course.
I know what it feels like. And so when I'm training people or when I'm taking people through health coaching, which is a very, can be a longer process, or I'm taking women through these 6-week detox workshops, for me, it's not about instant gratification. It's about the long haul. It's not about, I want to lose 15 pounds. That's not a good goal. What is your big goal? It's that I want to be healthy enough to be physically active, climb a mountain, not have to tell people I don't want to go to the pool because I'm ashamed of my body. I want to take care of myself. I want to love me so that I can present a confident person to other people.
And you're right. I mean, again, we talked a little bit off camera before, but it's not just about that moment that you're on stage or that moment you're in front of the camera, because all that goes away.
That's fleeting.
And that's right.
Absolutely.
And then so to be able to have that nice holistic approach to your whole health, it's brilliant.
So I start with people. We do get to food. It's not just calories in, calories out when someone's trying to get healthy. It's about the quality of what they're eating. And so we do get into that, but we also talk about, it's not just calories. It's, are you sleeping? Are you totally stressed out? Are you having adrenal fatigue or exhaustion? All that's going to affect your metabolism. Do you feel good about yourself? Are you afraid, to eat? Or do you have relational connections? What are your relationships like? Because that is all important. All of that's important in helping someone be a whole, healthy person. And that's what I'm interested in. I'm interested in lifetime fitness for someone and helping them do that. And fitness encompasses a lot of areas. I'm not interested in the 10 to 15 pounds off.
Well, it's so refreshing.
Although
to
that
hear.
happens.
It does, of course, exactly. I mean, it's exactly right. You start clicking all those things into place, and those results come very fast, I imagine. But it's so refreshing to hear that approach to health and fitness when constantly I think we're bombarded by people saying, here's the next fad diet, here's the shake to have, here's this to have. When you're dead right, sometimes you just need a cuddle and a rest.
Right, exactly. And you know what? If diets worked, why do we have ad nauseum all these diet books coming out every single week? Like, this is the way, this is the way, this is the way. 30, 40 years ago, people just knew how to eat. They knew, they were active, they knew how to eat. We didn't have 15,000 snack foods in the stores. It was more important to them to eat 3 meals a day and to just have a more balanced life. And we have really screwed up as a culture and a society in this country, because we are so overexposed to all the new fads, all the new gimmicks, and none of them work. Not long term, none of them work.
Well, as I say, I love the approach that you've got to it. Where can the people at home find you to come and learn out a little bit more about what's going on?
You can go to my website, which is www.bestu, as in the letter U, wellness.com. I do have a BestUWellness Facebook
Of course,
page.
which everyone needs to go and like crazy. And I'm sure you put some cool updates on there
I do.
and some advice.
Just pretty
and some
much
other
daily.
Things.
Pretty much
so
daily.
subscribe to that and follow that page, guys. And
I have Detox Divas with Buckley Frazier on Facebook. getting ready to go into another workshop. It's awesome. I've got some testimonials on there.
That's very.
It's incredible.
Well, we'll put all those details up on the screen for you guys to get in touch with Carol. Thank you so much. Carol's going to come back and she's got such a fantastic story to tell that will continue. So we'll see you guys next time on Nashville's Best.